Well guys, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all. Welcome to Hartung Family Farms, and today it's early and I got some corn to haul, specifically my corn. Let's get it. She's usually a little cold-blooded, but it honestly isn't too bad out. I just realized we hit the key, so I gotta find that real quick. Well, I wanted to take the day cab right away, but I couldn't get the key to work. We took the keys out because we actually parked these semis at the gas station as opposed to driving them 5 miles up there back to the farm. So I'm taking the good truck for now. I'm just a dummy and didn't realize there was 2 sets of keys, and the first one wouldn't work. So I'm gonna take the good truck in, gonna do my pre-trip, we're gonna head out. So we're on and up for about 5-8 minutes now. Blicky blicky, flashy flashies, all working. All the chicken lights are on. So we're gonna be good to go. So this is gonna be my corn. I'm actually hauling this grain straight to the processor. I sold 9,000 bushels to haul in the month of November. And it just worked out that my corn's being hauled in November. So we're taking it straight to the field. I'm gonna gain some dollars because of that. And I'll explain the economics of that and why I'm doing it here soon. But now it's time for us to hit the road. The local grain elevator, Farrell's, is I've already seen 2 of their trucks go by, so they're getting a bright and early start. Processor's only open until about 1 in the afternoon, and the lines have been getting long towards the afternoon. That's why I'm up here at the metric butt crap with Dawn. We're gonna get some grain on. Let's go. Rolling into the beautiful town of Clinton. It's kind of peaceful at night because there's no one here. This is not what I wanted to see. Oof, there's trucks everywhere. Oof, hard to see, but that trailer split open. Okay, well, wow, I wasn't expecting the amount of trucks there was. Holy crap. One day, won't be able to get a whole lot of loads in, but we'll get some. Oh, they all staged in the overflow. Man, it's 4:50 in the morning. There's probably 35 trucks down here already. Jeez. So the local trucking company's got 2 trucks in front of me, and this one just rolled in. So a lot of these trucks must have stayed here overnight, because there's no way guys got up this early. I don't know, but either way, this is not going to be a good day for me. I was hoping to get 4 or 5 loads into here. Probably be lucky to get 3 or 4. We'll see. So I don't think we'll get started until like 10 or so. ADM closes at 1. So we'll see. I got Nathan hauling a load in for me this morning. I'll take this one. I'll be able to get another one in by 8, another one in by 10 or 11. Some we might be able to get 5. We'll just have to see, I suppose. At least up top starting to move, so it's close to 5. Open up my tarp. I know it's hard for you guys to see, but it's hard for me to see. It's dark. Well, trucks are moving at least. I'm opening up my tarp so I can, let's see my grain. This is my own grain, my personal grain. Second year of farming my own farm. This is my first time actually delivering my grain right out of the field. Hey, hey, hey. No, it's hard for you guys to see, but there's grain. Going up. I love it. Of course, why wouldn't they have all 3 dumps open in the middle of harvest? That would just be too easy for them. Fun. We'll see how many loads I can get in. Hold on. Go get the next semi. Get in line. Well, it got real foggy between 4:45 and 6 o'clock. Jeez. This is different. Never had that happen before. Any people smarter than me, or well, a lot of people are smarter than me, but anybody explain that? Well, let's go fire this old girl up. See if she'll go. Went. She was a little smoky. sucker warm up. Cool. Done. Let's hide the keys. Move trucks. Woo! God dang. It's a little cold. A lot of cold. Let this thing warm up for a couple more minutes. What a gorgeous sunrise. There's my field. Half of it's picked, a little more than half of it. 3/4 of it is picked. We're rolling on to the rest here soon. Well, this looks a lot better than the first time I was down here. As it should be. I mean, people stack up at 4:30. Some people even sleep here overnight to try to get some loads in early to try to get back here earlier like I did. I mean, I'm probably one of the first trucks that made a turn. And that's because I had a second loaded truck. Guys, so what I'm doing is I am hauling my grain straight to the processor. I forward contracted 9 loads over the summer when the price was still around that $450 range. Right now the price is $410 cash, so I think I did a pretty good job. I was pretty happy with that, so I'm hauling this straight from the field. That way I can avoid drying fees, I can avoid handling fees at our elevator. And like I said, I'll go into that a little bit later, but that's why I'm hauling straight here to ADM. I did the math, you know, grain would have to go up 40 cents when I'm back over in the next 3 months for me to pay to make it uptown. Probably even close to 50, 60 cents. So I'm doing it. Man, that guy had a bad day. Oof. They're either gonna probe my grain or get a sample of my truck because I'm coming out of the field. This is why they do that, because if they assumed everybody had dry grain, they would be leaving money on the table. Of course, ADM doesn't leave any money on the table. They charge us an inspection fee for every load, which sucks, but it is what it is. About freaking time. I got secondary screen, so it took an extra 20 minutes, and while that happened, 6 trucks passed me in the one dump that I can go to. Gosh. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the 6th one back. Finally about to dump my 3rd load. We'll go back, and I think the grain cart's full, so I'll fill that up too. Just getting ready to pull into my field. The grain cart's on the north end, up on top of the hill. So we'll go in there and try not to get stuck. Woot. Oh, she's a little sticky, a little slimy. Let's go ahead and fire this girl up, and then see if I can get loaded. Well, I can get loaded, see if I can get out of here without getting stuck. Well, it's gonna be a little slimy. It's a lot of it sticky. Not great on the field at all, but there's not much we can do about it. Okay, I'm gonna try and get straightened up and get it pointed a little bit more downhill. Well, so this is my cornfield. We got about 2 inches in the last week, a little less than a week. So it's a little bit tacky, a little slimy, but we're out here, we're doing it. Well, we're not doing it right now because we had a foggy, dewy morning, so it's gonna be a couple hours till we can get going. But you can kind of see I got 61 acres of crop-ish, about half and half here, half on there, maybe a little bit more on this side. And they got all this stuff done on the north yesterday and got the outside, they got it opened up on the south side. So we'll be able to roll once we're ready, but like I said, it's gonna be a couple hours for sure. I was not able to be up here because I had work. I was supposed to get off work at 2, I got off work at 6. Gotta love how that goes. But either way, I need to get rolling because I'm gonna try to get this load down to ADM and maybe get one more down. We'll just have to see. Ooh, this must have been slimy when we were running. But we're getting it out and we're keeping the compaction over to this area, so we'll take it. I'm just hoping I can get out of here. Well, we're dumping. Got a Libra cart so I can kind of see what we're yielding so far. 158 bushels. Not too shabby. This field's probably gonna do upper 230s. I'm hoping. Man, it's looking good. A lot better than last year. But got bees so we can stick it to the fog on the glass. Oh well. Hope I can get out of here. This is gonna be fun. Very, very fun. But I basically backed up a little bit, so I should have a little bit of a running start. Made it. We're on the road, heading back south. Load number 4 for me for the day. Now that is one sharp hopper. Jeez, red tarp, orange and purple truck. There's a good buddy of mine's trucking company. And we are waiting on the probe. There's only one guy dumping right now. That's what I like to see. Good to go. Let's bounce. A lot of black smoke right around the farm. We're messing with the dryer, so I hope it's not what I think it is. Deere must be burning a tire or something, because that's some thick black smoke that I noticed. So we got a major failure on the farm right now. The dryer is not working. We have no power to the box, so that is not good. We're calling an electrician, and it's we're sitting dead in the water right now because we're completely full until we get some more corn dried. Luckily we can keep going on my field because mine's going, most of my corn's going straight to ADM. That's not good. That's not good at all. We're filling up. I'm filling up a load of dry corn because my corn, we haven't started harvesting that yet. So I'm actually just gonna trade bushels. I'm gonna sell this under my name, and then a lot of loads we were taking uptown, I'll basically say, hey, X amount of bushels that I had in my name, switch that over to Pat's. Look at this sweet Massey 750, I bet. Sick. 6-row head. 850, sorry, my mistake. That built the American farming economy in the 70s. That combine did. Really don't want to jinx it, but I'm on my 4th load of the day, and it's still looking pretty good. It's barely 10 o'clock. Not too bad. I literally jinxed myself. Gee, dang it. Oh well. Neighbor out disking his corn. And Nathan's just gonna start up. Just in time. We got 5 loads of my corn delivered. Not bad. I see them just getting going because the grain carts moved from on top of the hill. So, as you guys know, I just about got stuck up on top of the hill. We can't use that driveway anymore because it's rutted up. And the bottom driveway we're not able to use anymore either because it's got grass there. So we're gonna have to park on the gravel. So, it sucks, but it's gonna be what it is. Okay, we got 2 semis kind of sitting on the gravel here. This one's a little tight. I'm probably gonna have to back them both up. And I see Curtis pulled in the driveway there, so we're gonna try one in there. If that works, we'll pull them both in. Let's walk over and take a look and see how my corn's doing. Here's Nathan making his way around. So I'm optimistic this will work. It's obviously a lot safer when you can dump in the field. It's a dump of a downhill, and this seems a lot firmer, but we'll see once we actually take a load out. Like I said, we don't want to run up this nice grass driveway because some of it's not mine there. So we'll see what it looks like. Hey, this is my corn getting shelled. It's a good feeling. A very good feeling. So we'll get this done today. Actually, for the amount of wheels and storage space we have, it'll probably just about finish it up. And I thought he'd keep going, but he must be all the way through. So we're harvesting my field today. It's got a Cornelius corn number on there. I believe it's 104 day. It's come out right at 17%. You can kind of see the guys are just going to town. We did the north half yesterday. We're just starting the south half. Should be able to finish it up here in a couple hours and move on to the next one. We're under 400 acres after today. So hopefully should get done next week. Stuff's coming out pretty quickly. Got Nathan in the combine, the 7150, and we got Darren in the Steiger 400, their V1100 grain cart. Well, Darren, what do you think?
Just trying to get my phone to work.
Just see a way you can watch Netflix all day?
No, I actually watch Hartung Family Farm.
Bull crap, you do. Yep. Well, you're a smart man if you do. We're just getting going, got 44,000 on the first load of the day. Kind of see she's a little tacky, but not too bad. Good enough for the girls we run with. So we got one more dump to do, and then we'll have a truck full. Look at Darren, he's a pro YouTuber. He knows to turn off the music. The corn's doing good. Like I said, we're in the fertilizer trial spot right now. I'm looking at my phone. I got it on my phone. Ugh. Right now we're about in our check strip. We're about to go back into the Rhizosorb trial. So we had a 20-acre patch that, if you guys remember, I spread fertilizer north-south. We're harvesting east-west. So we'll have to get our true data on, or our true conclusion on the computer. But overall, I'm really happy with the crop so far this year. Very happy. Dumping. Just gonna take this truck in. We're ready to go. Thing sounds mean. Well, so Darren's being a dingus. I'll give it to him, he's good. He's got a big old smile on his face. Guys, so as I mentioned before, we are doing my field right now. It has 20 acres of Rhizosorb. Rhizosorb is a replacement for MAP. So we have a 20-acre trial out right now, and I have Ben actually from FOSS Solutions. So Ben, nice to meet you, man.
Good to meet you as well.
What are we looking at here? Tell me a little bit about kind of why you're here.
Yeah, so we're looking at your Rhizosorb trials that you've done this year. Sounds like you had them in 4 different blocks.
Yep, 4 different blocks. We'll put it up on the screen right now, and we'll try not to get run over by the combine.
Yeah.
But yep, so 4 different blocks. We have it on here. We're actually standing right on the corner of one. I believe it's about right here because it was about 50 feet off of the property line right there. So yeah, it's gonna be kind of hard. I mean, we were just talking about before we got here. It looks the same as good news because our Rhizosorb, we put on about 15 to 20% less actual K, or sorry, phosphorus. I always get the P and the K mixed up because they both start with the P. We actually put on less product, and the field is still yielding tremendously. So cannot wait to actually get in front of a computer. But I guess, what are your thoughts? Good, no news is good news. I feel like at this point.
Exactly. I mean, I know usually when you think about new products, or you get all excited like, oh, it did 8 bushels, you know?
Yep.
Well, this isn't necessarily a product like that. Like, yes, sometimes we've had situations where it's done 8 bushels, but typically it's like a 1 to 4 bushel yield advantage. But the real win is when you look at your balance sheet. You see, okay, I had a modest yield bump, plus I saved roughly 8 to 10% on my phosphate bill. You add all that together, and that could be a $20 per acre net benefit there. And
that's huge, and especially, we were talking a little bit beforehand, especially when you talk about a year like we're going to have this year with the ag economy. It's definitely going to be a slow year for the ag economy. You got to do what you can to tighten your belt, and this is Rhizosorb is one product that honestly I'm really looking forward to kind of exploring more once we get, like you said, we put the pen to the paper and we actually explore our balance sheet.
Yeah, and you know, a lot of guys look at their budgets and like, my fertility budget is X. You know, let me help stretch that as far as possible.
Yep.
And, you know, Rhizosorb is one of the tools in your toolbox to help you do that.
No, that's awesome, and I'm really looking forward to it. And like I said, it's just a direct replacement. I mean, it's got some cool technology, because I guess I'm not obviously the expert on it. I'm not sure how familiar you are with the actual terminology. But what about Rhizosorb kind of makes it so you can cut back on your fertilizer? Don't you guys have some technology on there that kind of slow release technology? Or tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah. So if you think about MAP or DAP fertilizer, it's ammonia plus phosphoric acid inside of a phosphoric reactor. Well, we start with the same parent components and goes into a phosphoric reactor just the same, but we just add our naturally mined mineral that we call Rhizosorb, and we just put that into the process. And what the Rhizosorb does is it adsorbs the phosphate, so it sticks on there with an electrostatic charge. So when it hits the soil, it's not going to interact with calcium or magnesium or the other cations in the soil. It's just basically just going to hang out there, stuck to the Rhizosorb, until the plant comes along and uptakes phosphate from the available pool. And once that available pool drops beneath a certain concentration, that's what pulls it off of the Rhizosorb and into the available pool in a plant available form. So you're really just kind of going around a lot of the pieces of the phosphate cycle that we tend to load up on phosphate to just kind of work around.
I say, hopefully you get it in the plant.
Exactly. So you're just being more efficient with the fertilizer that you're putting out there, and as a result, you can save a little bit of money and improve your balance sheet.
Yeah. Exactly, and another thing about it is you can reduce, like I said, I reduced some of my actual P that I put on, and that can really go a big difference when all of this talk about sustainability, carbon intensity score. That's gonna be a really big thing that I am kind of excited about. We actually tried cover crops on a larger scale on our farm for the first time this year. I feel like Risesorb is another key player that we can really talk about when we want to reduce our CI score. So like I said, Ben, I think this is awesome. I really can't wait to actually crunch the numbers. I guess any final thoughts you got?
Yeah, just if you're interested in Risesorb, you can either reach out to myself, go to the Risesorb website, or even talk to your local retailer.
Ooh, I got you. Yeah. You guys are getting into, I love it. I love it. Yeah. That's awesome. Well, thank you very much, Ben. I really appreciate you coming out, man.
You bet.
Like I said, and actually, let's go ahead and cut right now to, future Ron. Let's actually go ahead and crunch some of those numbers. Okay. Ben and I are going to go take this load in. This is the second load today. And it looks like it's doing pretty good because we basically got this all the way to the waterway. So we'll probably have another 2 truckloads, I'd guess. Hopefully more. That'd be ideal. Let's hit the road.
Okay, hello everybody from the future. Okay, I have taken the time to look at our yield maps with our final Risesorb trial. So if you guys remember, we had 4 zones, one in the top left, one in the top right, one in the bottom left, one in the bottom right. So if you look at it, on the top left, the leftmost one was a Risesorb trial. The rightmost one is the control. The control won by 3 bushels per acre on that one. In the top right, the Risesorb trial is on the left. The control is on the right. The Risesorb trial actually won by 1 bushel per acre. And in the bottom, the outsides are the Risesorb trials, the middle is the control, and those were all dead even, so pretty dang close. Left one was 256, right one was 258, middle one was 258. So that's pretty dang close as good as you can get. In that bottom one, you might notice that I omitted a little bit. When I was mowing out in this video, yeah, I mowed a little bit too low and I hurt some corn. Not my greatest thing I've ever done, and my dog is destroying a Christmas gift. No. Beduk. No. Come here. You're gonna hang out with me. Come. Daisy's joining us. Maybe that wasn't a good idea. So, anyway, I'm really happy with how the Risesorb trial went. Just for the fertilizer analysis comparison, we had DAP. I was spreading at a rate of 1465, 120, and a little bit of micros, sulfur, and calcium. And then on the Risesorb trial, I was actually spreading an 839, 120. So almost half the rate. So honestly, I'm really happy with how the turnout I had. Really, I would say very negligible differences. In this ground, there's a lot of soil type differences. So honestly, 1 to 2 bushel, there's going to be that variance in there. So I'm really happy with it. And actually, I'm going to call your attention to the bottom, where actually I spread north and south, so up and down, and I actually harvested east-west. So you actually, that to me is a really good trial, where if you actually compare pass by pass, they look pretty dang similar. So I'm really happy. We're going to be expanding our acreages in Risesorb this year, and I'm really looking forward to having it. So anyway, I will toss it back to Pastor Ron.
Well, thanks, Future Ron. So now time to get back to business. Curtis just took off with my first picked corn of today. And Ben and I, we're going to hop in the semis and move some semis around. We are able to load in the field. Curtis took off with that first load and really didn't do too bad of a job, didn't track or didn't anything like that. So we're going to pull into the field. So we're getting probed down here with our 7th load of the contract. So that's pretty dang good. I'm happy with how much grain we've got moved this morning. So I've taken 5. This is my 5th load. Curtis has gotten 1. Nathan's gotten 1. We'll do one more for you guys. Getting her folded up. My field is done. I love it. Let's hit the road. On to the next. Nice legal load. Okay, we're loaded. We're ready to go. It's the last of my corn, and per the grain cart, we actually did 248. So just call it in the middle, 245. That is just stupid good for this type of ground. Yeah, I'm baffled. I don't know. So either way, I'm gonna head out with that, go dump it uptown, and then we're gonna start shuffling stuff around. Nathan and Darren are gonna head up north, and we're gonna start picking corn up at Andrew. One for luck. Those folding corn heads look sweet. Fold it up. Let's hit the road. Local co-op coming with the fertilizer buggy. Oh, it's Kyle. We're done with my field. This field to the right is our farthest south stuff left. We have about 90 acres left here of corn, not even 85. We got another 15 across the creek. And then we just got everything at home, probably another 80 acres. Then we got everything up north. So we're probably under 400 acres at this point. Okay, we got broccoli, cheesy broccoli, potatoes and beef, or meat I'm guessing. Ooh, and some mac and cheese. Love it. Thanks, Grandma. Ah, yum. Apple crisp. This is my last load up here uptown. Then I'll actually see how much we actually got across the scale, because I got all my tickets here. Last of my corn is dumped. A little bit left in that probe box. So we'll get ready to move north. You guys are heading up to Andrew. There they are. So they're dumping Pat's combining out back. Nathan and Darren are on their way to Andrew. And I'm not sure what us three are gonna do. Cletus is here, me with Curtis. So we got quite a few drivers today. Oh! Ow. Heading home. Well, our dryer's still down. We got a guy coming out here and looking at it, so hopefully we can get something figured out. We need to get something figured out. Loading up with some dry. Hitting her full. We're throwing a load of dry right now. We got dry corn that we moved out of our bin. Moving in these shiver bins. That bin is full. That bin's got 2 rings left, so probably, I don't know how much it needs, but maybe 5,000 bushels, and we got 5,000 to put in here. So we got basically 10,000 bushels left to move. Hopefully I'll do a decent amount of that tomorrow. Curtis I think is gonna go start the dryer. That guy right there was fixing our dryer. We had a pretty major malfunction. We had the gas valve that essentially meters the gas in. That broke, so he had to go all the way to Illinois, get that part and come back, and now I think we're back up and going. Curtis is gonna go get it started, I think. Because we need to, we get about 3,000 to 4,000 bushel room in the wet bin, decent amount of room in the dry bin, but the problem is that we're getting to is everywhere is getting full, and I mean everywhere. So all the co-ops are getting full, our local elevator's getting full. It's I mean, obviously we're getting full. It's that time of year, it's good corn. So I guess what are you gonna do? So we're gonna have to probably dump corn on the ground here soon, probably this weekend to be honest, but we'll just have to see. Oh, what do you do? So as of now, I'm gonna move corn. I'm gonna move this load. Kurt's gonna move a load of corn. Then we're gonna start hauling back from Andrew. Hopefully get that farm half done tonight and just see where we go.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. You got the Bud Man back from Hartung Family Farms. I'm getting out of one suit, and I'm going to get my farming clothes on because we're over at the Andrew farm. I'm going to jump into that bad boy here a little bit, and we are going to picking. He's opening up over here right now. I can see the combine. I can see the husk flying out the back. But anyway, I'm going to change clothes here and then hopefully knock this out in the next couple days and then get over to get my piece out. That's what we're hoping. So
that auger is going to sink down because it's getting full. There's weight going up the entire tube, so when that happens, it just sags a little bit. And now we're dumping. Ooh, there goes 7230. So Kurt's gonna come down and bring a load of dry. Let's go.
looks like he's going up top somewhere. Okay, so we're back. We're at it. Looks like he's gonna go up there somewhere. Start in there and go along that, I bet. He can't get in down there, so he's gonna go up here. Got a tree down.
Neighbors out ripping some corn stalks. Hitting it. Neighbors, we gotta watch out for each other. I know Springbrook is a very narrow town. I'm in no big hurry. I'm just gonna pull over and let this sick combine go through this red guy. Not sure what it is, but I'm guessing a flagship 8240. That's my guess. 7230, all right. Let him go because he's bigger. Making our way back. Got a nice long path to get back there. And the problem is it's got some windy S-curves to get back there, so you gotta, when you're in a semi, you gotta take her nice and wide. Very nice and wide. See them just opening up a spot up on top. Make your way up there. There's the Budley. His new pickup. Oof, what happened to that tree? Jeez. Playing on his phone.
I'm watching the new farming simulator.
Ooh. So what we're doing here is we're cutting in a path here so we can get the semis. They'll come up through here, turn around and face downhill. We'll load them here. So this is what takes a little bit of time, opening up a field. So he's got to make it big enough so a semi can come in and turn around and come back this way here.
He's making a spot for the semis and Budley's in the way. Come on, Budley. Oh, he's got a spot open for the trucks. We're pulling the field. And he turned around. Well, Budley's got 2/3 of a grain cart, so I'll probably get dumped on. Fill me up. Bud Light. Okay, so Darren's trying to fly his drone, but he's never flown a drone in the world. He's absolutely gonna hit something.
Dude, we could get some good videos of like him dumping his load on your mom.
He's childish. So Budley's coming. He's got enough to fill me to get me on the road. Curtis will be coming this way at some point here soon. It's gonna be slow going opening up this field, but once it's opened up, then we'll drop the hammer.
Yeah.
You on your way back already? Did you hit something?
No, I'm sitting here looking at the truck.
Ooh. Oh, there he is. So the Budman's running the 400. Darren's gonna run a truck. Me and Curtis run a truck, and Clee's gonna be running a truck. Not sure who all's doing what though. Because Pat's running back home. He needs one truck driver, and Nathan needs the other 3. Let's go, you're burning daylight. Oh. Jeez. Dang YouTuber videographers.
Do I get paid for this?
That's why we can't have nice things. Give me a high five.
Okay, we made it all the way around this field. We started way back there, all the way around. Now we're gonna come back this way. That way we can dump on the go. Buck right up there. Here, look at this one here. Two nice bucks. See if they're gonna rut. Fight each other, maybe. See how that little guy got out of there quick? I want to see a fight. That little guy wants nothing to do with that big guy. Must be a doe in here sitting.
Holy sh**. Definitely chasing bear there.
Now that is super cool.
Told him to sprint and he actually is sprinting. What a guy Darren is. Okay, so he's gonna switch places with Cletus. Cletus is hauling for Pat. So Cletus is gonna haul up to Andrew with us. It's gonna be me, Curtis, and Cletus hauling. Well, Curtis got the dryer going, so that's good. I'm actually gonna stop and check it because no point in me rushing. Cletus is gonna have to be the next one up there. Just gonna start this truck up for him. Yep. Oh, I don't know if I'm gonna make it. Oh, barely made it. Let's go check the dryer real quick, make sure it's running good. Now the issue we had with the dryer was it basically, Pat tried to start it up, it went through, it lit the pilot light, then all of a sudden, boom, no power. Why it had no power, and the issue we had was the gas valve, I don't know, but so is life. That's what it was. So yeah, she's running though, that's all that matters, because we need this dryer to go. We need to cook corn. Oh, let's take a look. 18% coming in, coming out 15.4. Not too bad. It's really drying, pushing the bushels. This dryer has honestly been a really good tool for us. We haven't hardly any issues with it these last couple of years. It's got 3,200 hours on the dryer too, so it's definitely not new anymore. So we're gonna go actually dump this load in the shiver bin. It's 16.5%. It will absolutely dry down with the last 5 loads of dry corn at 14.1 or something, whatever it's been. And we'll also put some dry corn in there tomorrow on it. So one load isn't gonna hurt, it's actually probably gonna help it, because that 16% corn will blend off. That guy's doing a wheelie in front of me. Did a wheelie from this house, our house to that house. Peace. Man, this thing is very loud. Let's get her going. Start the PTO up, fire her up. We can dump pretty fast. Unloading. Let's see, it's just starting to come up out of it. Police is just getting ready to take off. There's a plane. Hello, plane. So this bin is full. That bin is 2.5 rings down. About right there. Quite a bit of beeslings in here. Here comes Cletus. Oh, you guys probably can't hear me because it's really loud. Definitely taxi out. Heading back north. Let's go ahead and put you guys on a quick time lapse. What you think? You guys do? Well, there we are, made it. You guys got to see a nice, gorgeous sunset. I'm gonna truck cool down for a little bit. And we'll kill it. Well, there they are, making their way around the field. That's the last end reel they got to take off. I'm actually gonna walk down and grab my dad's pickup and drive that up here, so that way it's up here for when they want to take off. Oh, Dudley. 240,000 on this pig, but she still runs. Suppose that's all that matters. Let's take this thing up on top of the hill. It's getting cold out. Truck says 54. I guess a little bit colder than that. Yep, this truck's up here. He just put one hopper into me, and Nathan is breaking through the middle now. Should get the bushels flowing. Might get most of this field knocked out tonight. He's probably like, oh, what a guy, bringing my truck up here. Nathan's looking for a spot to cut through the middle. At least I'm guessing that's what he's doing. Here comes the bud man. This will fill me up. Let's go. Just heading down the hill. I am loaded. Here's Curtis. Well, we're transferring corn out of this shiver bin, so that's good. Go ahead and dump some loads in. I'm dumping here, and then so is Curtis. Dumping. Ron just dropped off the lunches, so I'll bring those up to the farm, up to the field, I should say. But I'm gonna eat first, because I'm selfish like that. All done. Let's hit the road. It's a delicious brat burger. That's what we had for dinner. Well, it's what I had for dinner. The other guys haven't eaten yet, because they aren't as cool as me. Just rolling in. Cletus is already gone, so they're starting to catch the trucks a little bit, but luckily the field's just about done. I think Curtis coming up, and the grain cart should about hold it, which is not good. I mean, this farm, everywhere else did amazing this year, except for this farm. Beans, awesome, not up here. Corn, awesome, not up here. Just must not have got the rains up here, just don't know what it is. Rolling. Back of this field out, getting down there. And he is blowing the bushels, he is moving. So we're right in this spotlight, but we're combining after dark. Trying to push hard to get done before the rain, or get done before next week. Oh, a couple pheasants coming out. But corn up here, this farm just must not be doing that good. Must not have caught a rain or something, because beans didn't do good, the corn's not doing as good. I mean, it's still doing right around 200, but could be a whole heck of a lot better. $71.50 is really covering the acres. Doing about 3.5 miles an hour in this lower yielding dry corn. Able to do about 3.5, covering 13.5 acres an hour-ish. It's dinner time for the guys, and I'm gonna head out. Probably should have started my truck up earlier. That's all right. Cause I am full. Jumping. You'll see how full this bin is. So like I said before, we were filling this bin. It's called a shiver bin, as it's got a shiver system. A shiver system is basically an auger that goes right up the center, and it's got augers that can rotate around the side, pumps heat in there, mixes grain around, stirs it up, and then you can transfer it out. And we got transfer augers, and we're filling up this bin here to the north. So basically dumping it in here, it's getting augered over to here, and I'll go over to there. We are empty, and I am done for the night. It's 9 o'clock. We've done about, towards the end of the day, 70 acres with an hour move. Not a bad day. We'll take it. Well, that's just our combine. The other combine probably did probably did 100 acres total. Pretty decent day. Done. D-U-N. And I need to ride down to my car. We're gonna call it quits for the night. So I'm gonna climb this bin real quick to see how full we're getting. We gotta be getting pretty dang close. The dryer is going, so thankfully that critical error or that critical issue is not happening anymore. Let's go ahead and climb. Got about a ring left. It's actually dumping in the center now. I don't know what happened, and you guys are fogged up. Yeah, there's a lot of heat coming out of this bin. We get the fan running, but we can dry probably another couple thousand. That's gonna be about it. We got to move some corn in the morning so we can keep running. Well guys, as you might have guessed, after an 18-hour day, yes, you heard that right, I am beat, exhausted, dead, whatever you want to say. I'm a half hour away from home. Not a half hour, 15 minutes away from home, and the Hawks are on right now. Football, I get an Oreo shake when I get home. I might just pass out, I don't even know. But anyway, I really appreciate you guys tuning in. Thank you so much again for Riser for sponsoring this video. If you guys are interested, be sure to check them out down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Take care, take it easy, stay safe, and ta-ta for now.